going on, Libra? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of August 2023. So in this reading, Libra, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month of August. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice for you from your angels and spirit guides and so much more, Libra, when it comes to August 2023. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment, Libra, to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance, Libra, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Libra. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what wants to come through for you for the month of August 2023, Libra. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Libra. Seeing all kinds of things today. Ouchie Wally. Okay. Wow. Whatever's going on here, Libra, whatever is going on, by the end of the month, you are going to be feeling pretty young, wild, and free, is what I would say. For sure. Like, feeling like maybe a little bit excited, but a little bit like unsure where your life is going, but it's going to be in a very good way. I just feel that for you. So, before we get into the tarot, very interesting reading, Libra. Before we get into the tarot, we'll start this reading off for you with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe, messages for you for August. And the first message that you have for August is a Bridget inner strength. Move back to wholeness and recognize that you have the power. And I don't know why, it's just coming through as like you're so much more capable than you know. Libra, at this time. Like, you have so much more power within you than you know. You see this flame that Bridget is holding right here. It represents, like, the eternal life itself, like life force energy. You know, I have a special talent in fire, the element of fire. If you look at my my astrology, it's all fire, pretty much. So there's something about, like, really going within and drawing on universal power, drawing on life force energy, instead of viewing your life as limited or viewing your life from the lens of most people do. Really, like, lighting yourself on fire, not literally, but metaphorically, right? So here, I really want you to be aware of, like, a new opportunity or, like, some sort of new fertile idea that you have, or some sort of thing that you can grow into. Because the fire is all about, like, growing. Like, fire will always grow. Whatever it touches, it, like, consumes whatever it touches. And I don't know why I just get a message here, Libra, about some sort of new opportunity that's really going to be long-term in your life as well. Even though it's almost like you're going to be on some sort of quest in order to achieve some sort of new or in order to make the most of an like, by the end of August, like, you're going to be out there, like, really trying to achieve something. It's going to be like some sort of long-term goal that you're going after by the end of August. I wouldn't be surprised if, for a lot of you, there's a redefinition here in your life, in so many different ways. To be honest, it's a very intense reading, so we'll see what it's about. But now the second energy that the universe has for you for August, it wants you to really embody, be aware of, is El Moria, awakening presence. And I really think, after looking at this spread, it's going to be really important for you to be present to the moment, to live in the now as much as you can, because something it's going to be hard to. But the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love here. Libra. So presence is definitely needed. Just remaining, not getting sucked into the realm of thought too much, I really feel like is very important for you at this time. Spiritual protection is very important as well, and I feel like the best way you can do that is being present, okay? Because people, if they get like sick all the time, or, I'm a little bit under the weather right now, and I know it's because I never usually am, but I've been in my head a lot. So when you're in your head and you're not in your body, like invaders can come in. Same thing in your life, just in general, like spiritually as well. So there isn't a need to protect yourself spiritually here. And really being present enough to face your own fears and some sort of truth. I really feel, I feel like there's some sort of truth in your life. For some of you, this could have to do with the past. There's some sort of truth that you really need to like own up to here, Libra. There's a little fly on this thing getting away. Some sort of truth that if you can own up to it, it really will crack open your connection to universal life force energy. And I feel like this truth is going to be some sort of thing that you may be trying to avoid right now, to be honest. And I think that this truth is really going to hit you by like mid-August, or that's what it's looking like right now. So there really some sort of resistance to truth. I don't know. And I feel like this truth is nothing that I could even say to you. I think it's going to be different for each individual Libra listening to this, but what I'm picking up on very strongly, there's something like you're like fighting with, that is really going to be revealed to you. So you also have Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So your internal guidance is coming through, and it's really just about you owning that and listening to that, right? You know what you really should do deep down here, Libra, is what I feel. And also, like the message of this, like this is a bearer of God's plan. Like this guy on this card here, he seems a little bit unworldly. And the real message behind it is he is bearing God's divine plan. And in some sort of way, this card came out because you are as well. Even going through the issues that you're going to be going through in August, because I do see there are issues in August, just be aware, Libra, that you are bearing God's divine plan at this time, even if it looks a little bit shaky, okay? And this can either go easier or harder depending on your own ability to really change, because something's changing here in your life, really. And like the advice is to really just, I don't know what the resistance is about to the change, but we're going to have to see as we go through the reading. When it comes to your opportunity, Libra, for August 2023, it is the Death card. And the Death card is about transformation or rebirth here, okay? A complete, like, spiritual death here. And, typically on the Death card, there's like little people down on the bottom that are, like, resisting the change. And I feel like it's either going to be people around you that may be resisting the changes you're going to make, or it's yourself. For a lot of you, it's yourself here. So the Death card is your opportunity. Hope I didn't say challenge, it's your opportunity. Okay, so we're going to have to clarify what it's about. I feel like this change is something that you could be going back and forth with right now, even up until maybe 2 weeks into August. But I'm telling you, by the middle of August, at least as the timeline reads right now, if you don't like the timeline change your energy, it will change the timeline. As your energy reads right now, fighting with something, the truth, you can't fight it anymore, and then you're bam into a new parallel reality. But right now you're stuck in this parallel reality that you've been in for a long time, and it's almost like I'm just getting a visual of like this like thing coming up that you want to like throw up, and like finally you're just and like it's like involuntarily like throwing up by the middle of August, whatever that means. Take it or leave it. You have the Six of Swords in your challenge, Libra, and the Six of Swords usually has to do with moving on from a very difficult situation. This is also about travel, moving. So there could be some sort of challenge for you around travel in your life. For a lot of you, this is what this entire thing is about. Maybe you're moving your home. Maybe you're getting a new job somewhere. You're entering into a relationship with someone, maybe in a new place, and there could be a distance between you and someone as well. For some of you out there dealing with love, there could be a distance between you and the person that you're meant to be with, or you decide with your free will to be with. But in some sort of way, I just get travel's your challenge. And if it's not like a physical travel, then it's a deep change. Once again, it's just like I don't know why you're resisting it, but when it comes to your overall general energy, Libra, wow, I mean, you have the 9 of Swords, you have the 10 of Swords, and you have the Knight of Wands here. So with this energy being in your overall general energy, something is definitely coming to an end, because the Death card is your opportunity, is for something to come to an end. The 9 of Swords here is really about someone being unable to find peace within themselves, potentially due to something happening in the external world, and I feel like this is you right now. But whatever it is that is causing you a disturbance, I really feel by the middle of August it will be over, and depending on how conscious you can work with it will depend on how, this ending goes, really, because the 10 of Swords is about a complete ending. It's about a death. The opportunity is death. Then you have the Knight of Wands here at the end. So the Knight of Wands, whatever comes to an end, you're going to be feeling like, woo, like, I can't believe we're here now. The Knight of Wands is freedom. It's also traveling. It's it's a very loosey energy, but it's also an energy that has a lot of confidence and fun. So there is something here about you going through a major purging process. I don't know. It's going to be different things for different Libras, but by the end of August, as your energy reads right now, things are definitely going to pick up. But with what you don't see coming, Libra, for August 2023, you have the 9 of Pentacles, you have the Hermit, and you also have the 7 of Wands here when it comes to what you don't see coming. So there is something about, once again, I just did a career reading for you, and there is something about your own financial independence, or your own financial situation is something that you're really going to be having to go within because of something that you're purging or something that's coming to an end. Something comes to an end, it brings up money for you, and you have a lot of resistance around it, but you're going to have to find some sort of solution, it looks like to me, because, right, if we just read this, 9 of Pentacles is about being independent, satisfied. The Hermit is about going within, thinking deeply. The 7 of Wands is about putting up a boundary with someone or something, or also, it could also be, for some of you, you're being defensive, someone around you is being defensive about some sort of deep change when it comes to maybe your ideas about money or money itself in your life, or a situation around that, or just the situation around independence as well. So with that being said, let's get to your advice. Your advice here at Libra is the Temperance card, the Strength card, and also the Judgment card. You have 3 major arcana cards here in your advice, so that something very spiritual is happening in nature right now for you from now until the end of August. And your advice here is really to balance yourself out. The Temperance card is all about balancing your emotions. This is the advice to you. Strength card is really about taming down your ego as well and merging with your higher self. I do feel like there's something here that may trigger your ego, like in August for some of you. And it's not like the ego has to be like negative, like you're doing something wrong. No, it's just like the person you are. And that's why Spirit's saying, don't forget about your higher self right now. And that's why this card is here, you are bearing God's divine plan right now. So no matter what's happening, you have to keep this in sight, because I feel like for some of you, it's going to be very easy for you to lose sight, of anything spiritual. There could be something that really pushes you into the physical, because once again, your overall general energy, although an ending, of course, there is no separation between the spiritual and the physical, ultimately. But the reason why tarot is so amazing is because it paints the whole picture. And whenever you have an overall general energy that there's no major arcana cards, and this is the overall general vibe of the month, then there's something here that may be causing you to forget about the spiritual, or not wanting to look at the spiritual because you're so, distracted by the 5 senses. And I really get that here, because, and that's why, the Strength card came out, Bridget, inner strength. Your advice is inner strength. No matter what happens this month, you have all these inner resources that you can draw on that you don't even know are there. And with the Death card here being in your opportunity is once again to remember the spiritual. Your challenge is something to do with the physical world, minor arcana, everyday event, something going on in the physical world. So no matter how you cut this, Libra, try not to, just remember that this is some sort of form of simulation. It doesn't mean that what you're experiencing is not real. It doesn't mean that the 3D is not real. You may experience it as real, but is it real? I don't know. But so don't think you're in a matrix. Remember that spirituality is the primary thing. And there's just something weird coming into my head, like just to like a thought that I think if you keep it in your mind for this month, like it will help you. Like people think that our soul, and I don't need you to agree with this. I'm just throwing it out there. People think that like the soul is contained within the body. Really, the body is contained within the soul. People think that the body gives off an aura. The truth is, the aura literally creates and creates the body. Depending on what's going on in your aura, and you can change your aura with your thoughts, will change your physical appearance. And your aura has to do with your identity, right? The spiritual energy around you is influenced by how you view yourself. And I don't know why I'm getting all this, but I am. And so just flipping things on its head, don't be, okay, so just be aware of this. Now, okay, let's go ahead and clarify why the death card's your opportunity. What is your opportunity here? What do you have an opportunity to end in your life right now? Okay. Okay. It's very interesting. There's definitely something here to do with love. Wow, I mean, the death card here is clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, Libra. So there's clearly something about your own emotions and ending when it comes to your emotions. This could have to do with someone that you have been talking to in the past, or for some of you, it's someone that you're talking to right now. There's clearly some sort of opportunity to end some sort of emotional thing that may... I mean, the Ace of Cups is new love. The Two of Cups is two people harmoniously acting. So the Death card is a transformation as well. So there may be a past connection that you're looking at that you want to transform, like transforming some sort of way, some sort of emotional thing is transforming. Here's your opportunity. For a lot of you, definitely something to do with your past, letting go of someone from your past, or for others of you, something that happens more. But clearly, I think that's what this is really about. I mean, for a lot of you, this is about your career or whatever, but this is really, it's pointing to, this is about maybe love for a lot of you here. So I would just say try not to get hung up on, just what's going on in the physical world too much, even though it's hard. I don't know why I'm getting that. Let's say why is the Six of Swords your challenge here, Libra? And there could be something about your challenge is the Six of Swords. I don't know. There could be something about ending, or a challenge around like love and distance. I don't know why I'm getting that. And this could have to do with what, all this is about here. Very interesting. Okay. Six of Swords is clarified by the Temperance card. The Temperance card is in your advice. Okay. Okay, the Six of Swords in your challenge is clarified by the Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune, and also the Five of Cups here. So the Temperance card is the card of Sagittarius. So there could be some really like painful situation dealing with that, Libra, like something around that. It doesn't, for a lot of you, it's not going to have to do with that. It's just going to have to do with moving on from... Once again, I feel like it's an emotional connection. It could be with a few different people. It could be, you have to apply this to your situation, Libra, but I feel like there's something potentially that you feel is a major opportunity that you have to let go of. I do feel that, like that's your challenge. Like in some sort of way, once again, something like by the end of August. Like you're gonna feel like the wind is in your face, all this new stuff. Not saying like you're not gonna be stressed, like, but there seems to be here something, Libra, about, yeah, it's just very interesting. So let's just keep going with this. Let's get really, let's clarify why the Ten of Swords is here in your overall general energy. Like what is coming to an end in the physical realm for you, Libra, in August 2023? Let's see. Well, it's a lot, so there could be a lot coming to an end. Let's see. Okay, the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and also the Hanged Man here when it comes to your overall general energy. So I feel like this is related to your work for a lot of you, but somehow emotions may be like linked to this in some sort of way. So when it comes to your overall general energy, there's definitely an end to some sort of collaboration that for some of you this may be in the past, for some of you this may be currently, some sort of collaboration, idea or something that was in the work with work, learning here. The King of Cups has to do with, love, and also the Hanged Man here is really like looking at this whole thing from a different perspective. So for a lot of you here, like whoever you got, whoever's involved with your own money, with your own career, it could be the past, you could be reevaluating that and it's finally coming to an end. The Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups in your challenge to the Six of Swords. It's not going to resonate for all of you. There's just there could be some sort of sadness about a missed opportunity. Whether this has to do with your past or like something that's here, I don't know. It's just what the cards are saying. So let's keep going, and let's clarify why the Hermit is here and what you don't see coming. Like, what are you going to be reflecting on for someone around you? Why is the Hermit here when it comes to what you don't see coming? Like a wild... Yeah, really thinking about where are you going to travel, maybe for some of you, or that the Six of Swords is in your challenge, and wow. The Hermit is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Fool, and also the Ten of Cups here when it comes to what you do not see coming. So there's really some sort of really deep reflection about, where is my home? Where do I want to have a new beginning in my life? Where am I going? Like, where am I traveling to? And it's a new beginning here. And this is about your happily ever after. The Ten of Cups is about a long-term wish fulfillment here when it comes to your emotional situation. And it would make sense that you're really, in what you don't see coming, you're going to be thinking about that because your opportunity is clearly to transform something with the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. So there's some sort of really ending here, it seems to me, that leads to a new opening for you. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be very excited about this, even though I don't know, the problem with this reading is that as the energy reads right now, I do see you still being as confused as you are right now, about everything, by the end of August. But at least you're gonna have more clarity by the end of August. But as the energy reads right now, it's still there's still so much that has to play out. Or yeah, it's very interesting, Libra. So let's just jump to your advice as well. Let's clarify why is the Judgment card here in your advice? The Judgment card, and remember what I was saying in the beginning, I don't think, your intuition is coming through really strong. So it's really about just, honoring that. And so, but I don't know why it's hard for you. I don't know. Let's see why the Judgment card is here. Yeah, the Judgment card is clarified by the Two of Swords. I mean, what? Spirit is saying, you're going to find the solution that you need in your life, Libra. I'm telling you, for every single one of you listening out there, The solution that you need, the thing that is going to get you the most in this life, is the very place where you're the most afraid to look. The very place where you don't want to look, the very place that you have the most resistance to, is what is the exact place you need to look at. So what do you have the most resistance to? You know, because it's almost like borderline denial. You know, it's like, I don't know, let's... The Judgment card is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands in reverse, and also the Sun in reverse here. So I feel like there's a judgment about something that's not making you happy, that you may, like Spirit's saying, like you may not want to look at it. This could have to do with your past for some of you. This could have to do with, like, obviously what you have going on in August for a lot of you. And there's some sort of judgment here about clarity, you know, lack of clarity as well. Like Spirit's saying, although I'm saying like there's all this clarity like that you have, something may not be out in the like your advice is the Sun is like subversive, things not being out in the open. Four of Wands as well, having to do with rite of passage or people around you. And Two of Swords is about being in denial. So, and with the Strength card here being here and Temperance, a very difficult like situation, very difficult to deal with. I'm just going to be honest. And for some of you, you know, this is what is meant to be happening in your life, though, is like that at the end of the day, you are bearing God's divine plan, but it may not really like feel like it for you at this time. And you have to remember this Bridget inner strength, this fire. You know, you have all the fire in your heart to make it through this. If you have a heart inside your chest, you are light in the dark. Don't deny the quest. Okay, so like, you know, so let's just clarify what the Strength card is here as well. The Strength card is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords, and also the Four of Cups. So the advice here is to definitely put up some sort of boundary when it comes to love that is going to be very healing to you. And a lot of you, this is going to have to do with your past in some sort of way. It has to do with the present moment in August. Like the Four of Cups is about, you know, not going for love. And this is, remember, this is your advice. The Four of Swords is about healing. 4-4, that's also security. 4 + 4 = 8, abundance. But then you have this Queen of Swords here to the Strength card. I really feel like, once again, with your opportunity being the Death card, clarified by the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, there seems to be some sort of healing experience that you're going to have emotionally. And your advice is to maybe, I don't know, like doing something that you may feel like is a missed opportunity, or like remaining logical through all of this, because in your advice, I mean, you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very logical, and you have all this emotional issues, and so don't get swept up into emotions, because I feel like a lot of you, your challenge, remember, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Cups, there could be some sort of feeling like you're missing out on an opportunity, but